Hi everybody, it's Julie and today is release day over at ellenhudson.com, and I have a few brand new stamp sets and some fun dies that are part of the Essentials by Ellen February 2017 release. We thought it would be fun if I shared a little bit of the insights and inspiration behind the stamp sets and dies that I contributed to this release, so that's what I'm going to be talking about in this video. This new larger background set is called Wonky Backdrops, and I called it that because the images are hand-drawn and very imperfect. I was longing for a set of graphic elements and images that I could use to combine to create all sorts of different patterns, and I really wanted them to be versatile enough to provide a backdrop to a wide variety of different art styles and focal images. And I've created a color index sheet here just to give you hopefully a better idea of the different ways I envisioned the elements in this set being used. For example, these round shapes, they could be suns or moons, they could be bubbles, they could be lily pads or orange slices. It just all depends on what you're using them for, and you can think outside the box. Now the triangular pattern is great for repeat pattern stamping. We've got some smaller elements that were pulled from the main pattern in order to highlight that. So you got a whole new set of backgrounds that you can create just by adapting those smaller images. And I love the fact that you could actually repeat this pattern because it's imperfect. It doesn't have to be lined up perfect to repeat it all the way across your card front. The scalloped lines here could be ocean waves in one direction, or you flip it over and you've got grassy clumps, or if you stamped it twice, rotate it around and stamp it over the top of itself again, you have a whole new pattern. And then we've got these stripes here with irregular dashes. They could be used to create plaid patterns or even serve as grass if you've got some critters you want to put in a grassy field. For me, a set like this is very much a staple. I love having the option for all these different design elements, and I really can't wait to see what all of you do with them and how you use them. This set is called Oh Dear. I have a thing for deer, and I have a thing for puns. And I had to have a buck and a doe and a fawn in this set, and then a wide variety of different sentiments that would work well with the different deer. And you could create all sorts of different scenes and everything with the deer. It could be a family of deer. You could have the fawn all by himself. But there are so many different sayings that work really great with deer. So I just had to combine all of these together. And I did another color index sheet here so that you could get an idea. Because sometimes it's hard in black and white to really, get an idea of what you would do with images like this. So I think it's a fun set and I absolutely love it. Now here you can see I've created a scene with my little family of deer, and I've got my little fawn in the background, but I used that long border image from the Wonky Backdrop set to create the grass for my deer, which is standing out in the field. Otterly Awesome was inspired by Ellen's daughter, who has a love of otters and puns that go with otters. So we had to include a baby otter and a mama otter, and of course an otter couple. And then we have a whole bunch of different fun sentiments that go along with these cheeky, mischievous little otters. And I did create another color index sheet here so you can see how the different sentiments can be combined together and the different accessories that the otters can hold in their arms. So naturally, the otters needed their own accessories. So I developed a set called Otter Wear that has different elements that could be used to create some type of an aquatic scene. So you're not limited to just using them with the otters. You've got seaweed and you've got seashells and a lily pad, etc., ocean waves, even a wreath. But here you can see that those images work very well. They're scaled to fit inside the otter's arms. And the dies that match the larger otter and the otter couple will actually cut out slits around their arms so that they can hold these different accessories, and they're scaled to fit perfectly inside. Since I had to include the sentiment hello from the otter slide naturally in this set, I had to have a penny slider die that would work with my otters. And then I figured, well, while you're at it, you might as well have all different kinds of options for creating penny slider cards. So I had to put in a half moon in different sizes and a circle shape and some straight shapes. So you've got lots of options in different sizes, whether your card is vertical or horizontal. And here's my otter slide card because I couldn't wait. As soon as I got my hands on it, I had to make one. They're too much fun. And then I got to thinking about it and how well it would work to create this curved edge on my card. Normally I do this by hand and I just wing it, but here I could consistently get that same shape every single time on my card. So it's got a multi-purpose. The hinged thanks die was actually inspired by a poster I had seen on Pinterest where the letters had all been hand cut with an X-Acto knife and they were designed to swing open to the left instead of top down to reveal what was behind them. And another benefit to that is having them spaced out. If you leave the die intact, you can put it on your card front and they're perfectly spaced out, and then all you have to do is pop them up to reveal whatever you've layered behind them. Now, as cool as this is, and I absolutely love it, what really got me fired up was the idea that I could snip apart the letters and then I would have the option of die cutting anywhere I wanted on the surface of my paper. And then I could create this really cool alphabet letter file folder type tab on my pieces of cardstock. And by using my paper trimmer, I could cut a slit up to the hinge, skip over the hinge, and then continue on, and I could stack them and create a really cool stepped effect like this rainbow card. For this one, I wanted an ombre effect, so I die cut all the letters at the same height on all the quarter sheets of cardstock I was using. And then when I layered them together, I overlapped the letters, and I thought the end result was so awesome. And I have to admit, there was a lot of monkey clapping going on when I finished this card because it's very exciting to envision how a die is going to work. And then in reality, and you get your hands on it, it does exactly what you wanted it for. I hope this video has given you some insights to the vision behind the designs and that they will inspire you in your creations. Thanks for watching.